You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how are we going to learn? You've got a heart as loud as lion, so why let your voice be tamed? Yes, we are a little different, but there is no need to be ashamed. These are lyrics from one of my favorite songs and best describes today's story. Welcome to the Talk with Vanessa, a show designed to give voice to the voiceless, going through all kinds of ills, from abuse to addiction to all kinds of societal ills. Real people, real issues, real talk, with special focus on family as a whole. But more importantly, we provide a support system that allows a victim to have a better life. My name is Vanessa, and you can follow me on social media at The Talk with Vanessa, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'll follow back. Today's story is that of a woman who I met through a nurse that was catering to her. She's married to a gynecologist. She was naive, young, and full of dreams, but the decision to get married to this man changed the course of her life forever. Amidst all manner of abuse that she had suffered from being married to this man, from eating sour food to being flogged even in the presence of their children and other strangers. He killed and aborted this woman's 5-month-old pregnancy simply because he found out that the fetus was a baby girl and he didn't want any more girls after having 2 girls already. Listen as this lady shares her experience and how we helped her get back on her feet.
I met my husband when I was doing my IT at bank, and since then we have been into relationship. He was actually a good and nice man, and I respect and I love him. So we later moved into marriage. We've been married for more than 8 years now. Honestly, sincerely speaking, marriage has been horrible for me. I don't know for others. Um, because of some of the experiences that I experienced those years, which if each time I remember it, I just start crying as in uncontrollable. Sometimes I feel like committing suicide before, not now, because it was actually choking me. The abuses I experienced from him, one of them was beating, insults, beating in front of my kids, starving, placed under hard rules and conditions in my own home simply because he feels that he's the boss of the house, not minding that I am his wife and the mother of his children. And those abuses really affected me. And it affected me, when I mean it affected me mentally, and I was actually depressed years ago. For instance, before, if I don't pick, if he calls and I don't pick his calls, sorry, I'll become so afraid. When he comes back, these are the things he's going to say, and after that I'll start crying. Sometimes I'll go into my toilet and start crying, and he's the kind of man that is not bothered. Even if you are crying out blood, he's not interested. His own is whether he hurts your feeling is not his business. And this has been happening for years. Beating me was something I told myself, maybe this is a cross I have to bear because I'm married. But when I saw that it's like it's giving him joy that he's beating me, I told myself that I have to put a stop to this. The one that actually caused me a lot of pain was during the time he flogged me in front of my kids and in front of the people that I'm living with, ordering them to beat me when I beat them. Another case is, well, when I gave birth to my second issue. When I gave birth to my second issue, After 3 months, I got pregnant. I didn't even know that I was pregnant. As in, the pregnancy was just few weeks, and he said, if since we have had two girls already, that I will carry the pregnancy till maybe five months until we should be able to check the sex of the baby. And if the sex is a female, if it's a female, that I'm going to remove it. If it's a male, that will keep the baby. Okay. It wasn't actually serious to me. I just felt he's just talking. That was the first time I was pregnant, but I was so afraid because my husband has already told me the fate of the child. So a few months I went for the first scan. The man now told me that it's a baby boy. Hey, I jumped. I was so excited. I went home. I told my husband that the man said that it's a baby boy. He's now said for us to be sure I have to go for another scan to another place. I went to another place. I did another scan. That one gave me the result. I showed it to him. He now said that we are going to remove this pregnancy. I told him I'm the one carrying this pregnancy. Is almost 5 months. How many months is remaining? He said that if I don't agree for us to remove this baby, he was going to deny the pregnancy. And I know the person I married is so manipulative that if they bring both of us outside, they're going to believe him more than me. So he gave me the pill. I took it and inserted it in my private bath, and I started having contraction. I was thinking that he was going to carry me to the place. He said that he was going to do to remove the baby. Until when I started having the contraction, it was coming. He now said, "Let us now stay in the room." So he has his gloves and all that. He brought out and gave me another injection on my leg, and that was how I gave birth to the baby. Although the baby was already dead when I gave birth to, because of the injections to reduce the pain. I was like, God, just for me to keep my marriage. He was my first love, as in I gave him everything, my love, my virginity, my sincerity, everything about me. When I gave birth to the baby, he took the child and wrapped it in the wrapper and went out. I didn't see him again till late in the night. He came back.
So let me know if I get you correctly.
Okay.
This is a man that you're married to, and he's a doctor, a gynecologist.
Yes.
He blackmailed you into agreeing to abort his own child
I'm telling you.
because he was a female.
A female, yes.
Okay?
What he's now saying is that he didn't force me, that I was the one that collected the tablet and inserted it in myself. Hi, God. Each time I remember it, I'll ask myself, I'll tell myself that maybe I'm a wicked mother. But I know that I'm not a wicked person.
I understand. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I understand. I understand. Calm down.
I was trying to manage it, but it went out of control and all that. You ask a husband for money for credit to recharge your card, he will tell you when they pay. You will see him in front of you. He will recharge this network. But the little one, oh my God. God, will I say every disadvantage has its own advantages. Honestly, as in, I was asking myself, had it been I didn't leave, I would have been a dead woman by now, because I was losing it. I wasn't eating very well. I wasn't sleeping very well. If I'm sleeping, I'll be hearing, even if I'm sleeping outside my home, I'll be hearing my husband's voice, his abuses. So it was true friends that actually helped me, that built me up, as in a lot changed in my life. A lot, I became so strong. I believed in myself. I have that confidence in myself that I can do this. To the extent that
Where did you get this sense of worth? When did you become a confident woman?
I met Vanessa when at Posh Hospital, where I was admitted before. It was through that place that I met her, and she has been a very good friend of mine. When I mean, she's like a sister to me, and she's a very close friend of mine, and she has been supportive to me. She gave me so much encouragement. She gave me hope. I was hopeless. I'm not a wicked person, but now, if even my husband is holding a knife in front of me, I can't shake. I cannot move. He can't even try to raise his hands on me. You cannot make conditions that are not favorable to me and then I will accept it. No, you cannot give me rules again
That is the
that
new
is
you.
not that I'm not comfortable with.
How do you feel about this new
Hi
you?
God. Do you know, if you go to prison and ask them the day you come out from prison, how do you feel?
I like the sound of that.
Oh Jesus.
I like
As
the
in,
sound of
you
that.
feel liberated, you have your freedom, you have your sense of everything.
I'm happy for the woman that you've become.
Seriously,
I remember
thank
the
you.
first time that we had a conversation, you couldn't even look me in the eye.
As in,
You just kept looking as if you were expecting somebody to show up. You
seriously,
were very afraid.
very, very
And
afraid.
even at the hospital. But there's something that happens to a woman when she's financially independent.
It's true.
If you had an opportunity to advise the younger you, what would that advice be?
Especially females. Seriously, even if even if the person comes with every month I'll be giving you 200,000. Every month I'll be giving you 100,000. Just stop work. If I don't go to school, just come and stay in my house. Don't agree. Make sure you finish your school and you have something doing, no matter how small it is, before you move into a man's house, my dear. Because if you don't, you're going to eat shit. When I mean eat shit, I mean you're going to eat raw shit.
You've become bold.
Yes,
Bold.
yes.
I mean, this is. I mean, this is good.
If I give other people encouragement, once you just direct them to me, I'll just tell you this is how you do it. Why are you crying?
No, I'm happy that you've chosen to stay and you've chosen to do this
I have
right.
to stay for my kids.
I understand.
I have
And
to stay for my kids.
whilst you're staying for your kids, you're also creating a healthy environment for your
Yes.
children to be
Yes,
raised,
yes.
not an abusive
Yes,
environment.
yes.
That is why it was important for you to own your life.
It's true.
And that is why it's still important for you to be financially empowered.
Yes.
And we're going to work towards it and trusting God that something
Hopefully,
comes up
yes.
soon and very soon. And then, we'll talk about, other things that follow that. But I'm very happy for the woman that you've become.
Thank you so much.
And I want to use the opportunity to talk to every young woman out there. Don't want to get married because everyone is getting married.
It's true.
Marriage is not an achievement. Marriage doesn't complete you. Marriage complements you. If you're not a whole person, you have no right thinking about marriage. If you're a needy person, that point is not the point to think about marriage. I feel like every single person out there should get a marriage or a relationship coach or mentor, because you will need the information. Like you've heard from her, some of the things were because she was naive. She didn't know about a lot of things. I can't say this enough. Marriage is a great thing. I'm having the time of my life in my own marriage, but I didn't get here all by myself or knowledge. Before you tie the knot, people of God, see a counselor, especially when in doubt. I would prefer a professional as a neutral person, because to a large extent, he or she will be unbiased in helping you evaluate your relationship with your partner, because oftentimes our emotions makes it difficult for us to be assertive or objective about our relationships. From my 8 years of experience as a marriage and relationship coach, I've observed that people who end up in wrong relationships, oftentimes there are red flags. They see these red flags or indicators of problems that they are now facing. But sometimes I've discovered that they felt it didn't matter, or they simply couldn't interpret these signals to determine what they meant. In this lady's case, there were a lot of indicators which I helped her discover when we started this journey. I'm glad she's a better woman today, and I'm very proud of the woman that she's even yet to become. You're not a superhero. Everyone needs someone to talk to. You need to get it off your chest. You never know, the help that you so need may be just a phone call away, an email away, a text away from the person who has the capacity to help you. Am I saying I'm Mrs. Know It All? No. I'm saying that reach out first. I just might have someone who can help you, or who has the resources or the knowledge to help you get the help that you need. I want to use the opportunity to say a very big thank you to Bella Niger. Thank you very much, Bella Niger. This is from everyone, the team of The Talk with Vanessa. We're just using this opportunity to say a very big thank you for giving us a platform to allow our voice to be heard across the shores of Nigeria. Follow us on social media at The Talk with Vanessa on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, especially Instagram, because it's very quick to do that, and emails as well. Do me an email if you're not a social media person, thetalkwithvanessa@gmail.com. And if you're out there, you have resources to help make life better, you can also reach out to us on social media so that I can tell you how you can help support. Until I come your way next week Friday, I'm still your favorite lady. Keep loving, keep living, keep enjoying. Have I told you lately that I love you? Yes, I do. Hasta la vista.